the friendly confines, Wrigley Field. And now here's the starter for the Cubs, Edward Cabrera. What's the scouting report on him? About to get started here. This is Bryce Terang. In the air, left field, half on his horse. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. One pitch and one out.
Batting second, the right fielder, Jackson Romeo.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Ball. And that gets down into the gap. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Everything came together for him. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Here's Yelich at the dish. Ball. Base hit into the outfield. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Here's the throw. In there. He's safe.
Good extension on that swing. Took the pitch on the outside part of the plate and drove it up the middle. He let it travel just enough.
Just missed. And there's a hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Crow Armstrong gets under it. 2 down. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Luis Rengifo gets a chance to hit here. Fastball is outside.
Ball. It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
They limit the damage here. Back here at the friendly confines. And taking the ball for Milwaukee, Mitch Keller. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
The 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Here's the 0-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
In the air, right field. Chourio under it. And there's one away. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here.
Kyle Schwarber.
Right side. Takes it himself. And here this afternoon, 2 quickly away in the bottom of the first.
Number 13, Matt Muncy.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. A solo shot. So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Michael Busch, the next Cub to hit. Lined, and that's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. That's a hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Swing and a ball ripped down the right field line. If it's fair, it's gone. But it's a foul ball. Tied up here in the early going. Swing and he popped it up. Base hit. Runner around third. Head first slide and he's safe. It's 2-1.
Well, that's 2-strike hitting right there. He did well just to put the ball in play. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat. Just kind of muscled it out there. And on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
Inning over, and it could have been worse. Back here at Wrigley Field, top of the second, Joey Ortiz up now for the Brewers. To third. Fires over to first. 1 pitch and 1 out. Fought off foul. Perkins in his 3rd season in the 8th spot in today's lineup, and he's usually in the outfield. Today he's the DH. Swings through that one for strike 2. On the ground, right side. Horner on to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. Andrew Vaughn now. There's a line drive to left field. And that is that. Here at Wrigley Field, now the Cubs catcher, Moises Ballesteros. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff for the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Swing and a ground ball. Slings it across. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Flied to right his first time. Ball. No question about this one. It's out of here. He leaves the yard to right. And that one hammered way back there. And a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Got him. Out number 3. Cubs tack on another with a solo jack. And this is now back here at the friendly confines. Here's the leadoff man for the Brewers, Bryce Terang. Cabrera back to work. Ball. This one in the air, center field. And there's one down.
Up next for Milwaukee, the right fielder, Jackson Chourio.
Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. Next offering misses, and now it's even 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. And a 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And they'll do it again. Comes a 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's out number 2. Now it's Christian Yelich.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
And first offering is fouled off. On the ground to the left, Swanson. Throw is low, and he can't hang on safe. An uncharacteristic mistake from a really good defensive player.
Julio Rodriguez.
Out towards right center field. And that'll do it. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Max Muncy. That funky Muncy.
You know, these Cubs doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound. All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
Rip to right. And makes the grab. And there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Aaron Judge at the plate. Picked up a base hit to center his first time up. And that's in there for a strike. Little slider that finds the mark. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that one's gone into the bleachers. He'll circle the bases, and they add a run. It's 4-1. That's a laser base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
Swanson in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. That's out to center field. Rodriguez under it. And the inning is over. as we go to the top of the fourth. Here's the Brewers catcher now, Dylan Dingler.
Well, these Brewers, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They're swinging early, being aggressive, but 1 or 2 pitches later, the at-bat is over. That's not going to cut it if it's not resulting in hits, so they might want to be a little more selective up there.
Base hit. And they have their first hit since the first inning.
He was all over that one. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
That's the ball. Ball 1, no strikes. Now this one gets away from the catcher. No advance, though. Dingler gets his lead at first with nobody out. Check swing. He went, and it's 2-1. On the ground, a short could be 2. Flips it. There's 1. On to first.
He's out of there.
Got what he was looking for on the mound right there, and his infielders took care of business. Pretty textbook execution between short and second to turn that into 2 outs.
Line drive, base hit.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Perkins in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. To the right side, Horner fires to first, and that is bottom of the fourth. Now the Cubs catcher, Moises Ballesteros. Ground ball right side. Tosses to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
No matter. Number 2, second baseman, Horner.
Oh, look at the stop. Over to first. And very nicely done for the out. Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Pete Crow Armstrong will hit next. On the ground to first. Vaughn steps on the bag. They don't come any quicker. 3 pitches for 3 outs. Inning over. Back here at Wrigley Field, we go to the top of the 5th. Andrew Vaughn up now for the Brewers. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Crow Armstrong takes it in for the out. 1 down.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt. These hitters are going to have to find a way to be a little more patient, see more pitches per at bat. Otherwise, that bullpen's not going to have to work over there, and it's going to be advantage pitching all game long.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. The Cubs leading by 3, and we're at the top of the 5th. Now one missed.
Ball.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Sliced hard, but foul.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Check swing, tried to hold up. Now an appeal to third. Bring him up, says Clyde Washington. That's a strikeout. 2 down, base is empty. Digging in, Jackson Chourio. 1 for 2.
That's the ball. That's a ball.
Two down, nobody on. And a big swing and a miss.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
And it remains 2-2. That's inside.
That's inside. Ball.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Now it'll be the Cubs DH, Kyle Schwarber.
You know, these Cubs doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out one time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
The third baseman, number 13, Matt Muncy.
On the ground.
That's a foul
but
ball.
It kicks foul. Gets to it with a slide to first. Nicely done for the out. Michael Busch, the next Cub to hit. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. Tapped softly to the right side, and a foul ball. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Carrying well. And it is gone. A solo shot. Judge comes up empty there. Out to short. Bounces it to first, but he digs it out, and the inning is over. Here at Wrigley Field, all set for the top of the sixth. Christian Yelich up now for the Brewers. Here's a rocket to right field. Judge takes it in for the out. And there's one down.
Up next to the offense, the center fielder, number 24, Julio Rodriguez.
In the air to left center. Happ on his horse. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Here's the catcher, Dylan Dingler.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touching it.
2 down, nobody on. That one to first. Into the outfield, base hit. And that keeps the inning going. That one fouled off. Oh, 1 now.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
That's a ball.
Dingler off of first with 2 away. That one fouled off. 2-2. Ground ball left side and foul ball. 2-2. Out towards right center field. Judge really on his horse for this one. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that is that. bottom of the sixth. In half up to hit.
The left fielder, number 8, Ian Happ.
And first offering is fouled off. Late with the swing there. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the sixth.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
2 down. So up next, Moises Ballesteros.
Well, the good thing so
Inside,
far
ball.
is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact. So not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
The 1-1.
That's a ball. That's inside.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the sixth. And now 2-2.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one is foul, and he'll see another. Outside. Lined into right. Brings it in. That is the inning. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. We go to the top of the 7th. Joey Ortiz up now for the Brewers.
Well, these
That's the
Brewers,
ball.
simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've already seen 8 line drives from them, and it's always a good sign when the ball is jumping off your bat, and that's what this offense has been doing so far today.
It gets down, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next for Milwaukee, the designated hitter, Blake Perkins.
Ball.
And on the mound, they can't be feeling too comfortable either. With the way these guys are hitting the baseball, it makes it harder to come into the strike zone for fear of getting hit hard.
In the dirt.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. 1 away. One out, man at
Up next for
first.
Milwaukee.
Next for
The
Milwaukee,
first baseman,
Andrew Vaughn.
Vaughn.
That clips the zone, and it's 0-1.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. 2 away.
The batter number 2, second baseman, Bryce.
Luke Little into the game.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Nope. Ball.
Well, this looks like it's going to be a wasted opportunity. It's frustrating when you get the leadoff man on, but you can't get him into scoring position. They're going to need a big knock. Try to put something up on the board.
Swings through that one out in front that time. Just off the outside edge. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. And downstairs.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Foul tip, but it hangs on for strike 3. Back here at the friendly confines, set for the last half of the 7th. Nico Horner digs in now.
Now pitching for
Chris
Milwaukee,
Martin takes over on the mound.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Martin, he's someone that fills up the strike zone, so he doesn't give up a lot of walks, but because he's in the zone so much, a decent amount of hits occur. Throws to first, and 1 away in the bottom of the 7th.
Up next for the Cubs, the center fielder, number 4.
Pulls that one foul.
And he's got to get ahead early in the count and then be able to mix up his speeds. Add and subtract some velocity, but command is the big key. Throwing the ball where he wants to.
And it gets by him. And he'll pull into second safely. 1 out. Runner at second. Kyle Schwarber, the next Cub to hit. Foul tip straight back, and that squared him up in the mask. That didn't feel good. Man at second. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And 2 away now.
For the Cubs, the third baseman, number 13, Matt Muncy.
Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it.
No,
but
that
he's
missed.
commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Pitch kicks away. To third. He's in there. Crow Armstrong up to third on the wild pitch.
Ball.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Stays alive. 2-2 now. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. And it flies to the deepest part of the park. No doubt about this one. Home run. So 2 down. So up now for Chicago, Michael Busch. Rip, but it curls foul. Center field. And that ends the inning. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
All right, Singy, let's rewind for a second. When you heard that they were going to put a pitch clock into the game, what was your first thought?
Well, I thought that these guys were going to have a very difficult time to be able to regroup after each pitch and be ready to execute some type of plan at the plate, and even for pitchers on the mound.
That missed. That's a ball.
One of the things, though, that we've seen that is kind of a thread really in every sport. These are the elite players, and so they adjust, and they've done a great job adjusting.
Ball.
Absolutely, and just you tip your cap to these guys because not an easy adjustment, but they look like they've been doing it their entire lives.
Strike two. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Up with it, fires to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Up next for Milwaukee, the left fielder, number 22, Christian Yelich.
Fastball is outside.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. Little, a 6'8" lefty, 220 pounds, and he was drafted in the 4th round in 2020. Swings through that one for strike two. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 1-2 now. And that's through the swing. It's a strikeout.
Up next for Milwaukee,
2 outs, base is empty. Julio Rodriguez up now. For the Brewers, one for Hunter Harvey on a pitch out of the pen here. He's into the game with the bases empty.
Ball.
Next offering is fouled back. Two down, nobody on, and it's fouled away. The 1-2. Outside with a breaking ball.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Payoff pitch. And that'll do it. Back here at Wrigley Field, now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate.
Aaron Judge.
Hard hit left side. One pitch and one out.
That's inside. Ball.
High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That's back there. And that's going to bang against the wall. Happ on his way to third. And his 3rd hit of the game is a triple.
The batter, number 7.
One down. Dansby Swanson now at the plate.
Swanson.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Can't make contact with the sweeper. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Up next for the Cubs, the catcher, Morrison.
The new pitcher in the game, Jacob Junis. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. To the right side, and that's foul. The 0-2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Here at Wrigley Field, we go to the 9th. Dylan Dingler getting ready to hit. First pitch swinging, and it's a knock. And a man aboard.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the... Oh, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1.
No, ball.
Hit hard, but foul off to the left.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
Next pitch is outside. Dingler aboard here at first with nobody out. Now a check swing on 3-1. Appeal to third. No swing. That's ball 4. He walked him. Next for the Brewers, Joey Ortiz.
He was the big part of the field last time. Nice liner to center.
Up the middle. Nice stop. Flips it from the ground. That's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Up next for Milwaukee, the designated hitter, Blake Perkins.
Comes on now,
and he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters. Always tough to turn 2 on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn 2 quickly.
That's in.
There's a strike. Runners at the corners, 1 away. Here at the top of the 9th. In the dirt. Well done behind the dish. And they're all loaded up.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Andrew Vaughn up now for the Brewers.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Bases loaded, 1 away. Base hit, 1 run is in. And they hold the runner at third. Bases remain loaded here. Still only 1 gone.
Second baseman,
In the dirt, kicks away from the catcher. Nothing happening on the bases, though.
Ball, that's in.
Ground ball, could be 2. The tag, and he's out. So last chance for the Brewers. Now the number 2 hitter, Jackson Chourio. 1 for 4 with a double. And a swing and a miss.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it
That's a ball.
with multiple hits.
2 aboard, 2 outs.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
They're down to their final strike. Next pitch inside, and a full count now.
Pressure mountain right here with the tying run and the on-deck circle. He's got to find the strike zone.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Two on, 2 outs. And he grounds one back up the middle. Nice grab. Throw to first. And what a play. Ball game. 7-3 is how this one ends. The Cubs go home